Good day, everyone. I am Jean Rose Nachor. Together with my partner Angelica Nagales, we'll be discussing about Lesson 23, Gender and Inequality in Marriage and Criminal Laws. Let's come now to lesson objectives. Understand fully gender inequality in marriage and criminal laws. Second, determine the status of gender inequality in selected provisions of these laws and assess provisions in the proposed same-sex marriage legislations. Definition of terms. Marriage. Marriage, a special contract of permanent union between a man and a woman entered into an accordance with law for the establishment of conjugal and family life. It is the foundation of the family and an inviolable social institution. Ang pagpapahayag ay naglalarawan ng kasal bilang isang espesyal na kasunduan na kinikilala ng batas, na naglalamang ng matagalang partnership sa pagitan ng isang lalaki at isang babae. Layunin nito ang pagtatag ng panghabang buhay na ugnayan para sa paglikha ng isang pamilya. Itinuturing ang kasal bilang pundasyon ng pamilya at tinuturing na hindi mapasubalian na institusyon sa lipunan. Nagpapalalim sa kahalagahan nito sa mga pamantayang kultural at halaga ng lipunan. Introduction. Laws in marriage may vary in different states and culture. In the Philippines, marriage is only based in sex and not in gender. In Article 15, Section 2 in 1987 Philippines Constitution, marriage is stated as an inviolable social institution, is the foundation of the family and shall be protected by the state. Under the Family Code, marriage is defined as special contract of permanent union between a man and a woman entered into an accordance with law for establishing of conjugal and family life. The crime of concubinage, Article 833 of the Revised Penal Code. The crime of concubinage in the Revised Penal Code of the Philippines, Article 333 defines the crime of concubinage. It refers to the cohabitation of a married man with a woman is not his wife and the woman knows that the man is married. The term vagrants and the concept of prostitution pertains only to women. Article 202 of the Revised Penal Code. Article 202 of the Revised Penal Code in the Philippines does not specifically pertain only to women. It addresses the offense of vagrancy, which can apply to both men and women. The article defines vagrants as individuals engaged in certain activities such as begging or prostitution without any visible means of support. The primacy of the decision of the husband or father. Article 14 of the Family Code of the Philippines. In case either or both of the contracting parties not having been emancipated by a previous marriage are between the ages of 18 and 21, they shall, in addition to the requirements of the preceding articles, exhibit to the local civil registrar the consent to their marriage to their father, mother, surviving parent, or guardian, or persons having legal charge of them in the order mentioned. In this article pertains to the absence of a marriage license. It states that no marriage shall be solemnized without a marriage license except in certain exceptional cases specified by the law. Next, Article 96 of the Family Code of the Philippines. The administration and enjoyment of the community property shall belong to both spouses jointly. In case of disagreement, the husband's decision shall prevail, subject to recourse to the court by the wife for proper remedy, which must be availed of within 5 years from the date of the contract implementing such decision. In this article, it pertains to the administration and enjoyment of the conjugal partnership property. It states that neither spouse may sell any property without the consent of the other, and both must jointly manage and dispose of conjugal assets. Next, Article 124 of the Family Code of the Philippines. The administration and enjoyment of the conjugal partnership shall belong to both spouses jointly. In case of the disagreement, the husband's decision shall prevail, subject to recourse to the court by the wife for proper remedy, which must be availed of within 5 years from the date of the contract implementing such decision. In this article, Article 124 pertains to the administration and enjoyment of the conjugal partnership property. It discusses the power and duties of the spouses in managing such property during the marriage. Next, Article 211 of the Family Code of the Philippines. The father and the mother shall jointly exercise parental authority over the person of their common children. In case of disagreement, the father's decision shall prevail unless there is a judicial order or the contrary. In this article, Article 211 emphasizes the importance of the mutual respect and support between spouses, as well as the equal sharing of responsibility in the care and upbringing of children. It encourages cooperation and collaboration within the family unit. Article 225 of the Family Code of the Philippines. The father and the mother shall jointly exercise legal guardianship over the property of the emancipated common child without the necessity of a court appointment. In case of disagreement, the father's decision shall prevail unless there is a judicial order to the contrary. In this article pertains to the effects of legal separation. It outlines the rights and obligations of spouses during the period of separation, including the management and administration of their common property. Higher burden on women or wives than men or husband. There are 6. Crime of adultery, crime of concubinage. Adultery involves a wife who engages in sexual intercourse with a man not her husband. Concubinage involves a husband who has sexual intercourse with a woman not his wife under scandalous circumstances. Second, kept another woman in the conjugal home or cohabitating with another woman in another dwelling. The penalty of imprisonment is impossible on paramour in adultery. The penalty of distioro or banishment falls on all concubinage. That's all of my report. Thank you.
Hi, ako nga po pala si Angelica Nagales from BSE 2G, and isa din po ako sa magre-report sa Lesson 23, Gender and Inequality and Marriage and Criminal Law. Ang topic na naka-assign sa akin is first, high burden on women wives than men husband, and second, forgiveness clause and the crime of rape, RA 8353 or the anti-rape law, and third is exclusive definition of prostitution. High burden on women wives than men husband. The crimes of adultery and concubinage include the concept of marital identity, and adultery involves wives who engage into sexual intercourse with a man not her husband. On another hand, concubinage involves a husband who has sexual intercourse with a woman, this wife, under scandalous circumstance, keep another woman in the conjugal home. Third, cohabiting with another woman and another dwelling. Therefore, the crime of adultery to be provided the mere sexual intercourse with a man not her husband, will suffice and contracts for the crime of adultery. The sexual intercourse must be committed under scandalous circumstances, not a mere sexual intercourses. The wife in an adultery case incurs a higher penalty than that for the erring husband, and concubinage, a penalty of imprisonment, is also impossible on paramour and adultery, but only the penalty of this terror or punishment of falls on concubine and concubinage. Sexual intercourses with a human not his wife under scandalous circumstances. Scandalous circumstances means that the affair was done in the general sign of the community as to offend, modify, and the innate sense of morality and decency of the community. And about keep another woman and the conjugal home is Article 334, concubinage. Any husband who shall keep a mistress in the conjugal dwelling or shall have sexual intercourse under scandalous circumstance with a woman who is not his wife, or small cohabit with her in any other place, shall be punished by precision correctional in this minimum and medium period. Forgiveness clause and the crime of rape. RA 8353 Order Anti-Rape Law. The Anti-Rape Law RA 8353 contains a clause that can easily exonerate the offense and can the father endanger the victim. In the law, it was stated that subsequent valid marriage between the offender and the offended party shall extinguish the criminal action or the penalty imposes. This gives an easy way out from the offended, and which in the effect does not bar him from committing the crime. Republic Act 8353, an act expanding the definition of the crime of rape and realistify the same of crime against person. The Anti-Rape Law of the 1997 redefines rape as a crime against person. Rape violates a person's well-being and not just one virginity or purity. The law considers that any person, whether a prostitute, person non-virgin, or one who has an active sexual life, any be victims by rape. Exclusive definition of prostitution. Article 202 of the Revised Penal Code, amended by Republic Act No. 1015-8, retained the decades-old definition of prostitute as women who for money or profit habitually engage in sexual intercourse of lascivious conducts. Following this definition, men who fetish sexual act for profit is in the effect invisible the eyes of law, as making the actor there of minimum of imprisonments.